Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the channel. For those of you that are new here, or if you're already here and you've been here before, my name's Arena, and today's reading is going to be a love reading for you, beautiful souls. So we're going to tap into the collective, and we're going to see what messages are coming for you. And let's just see what that first card is before I say my quick prayer. In fact, whilst I shuffle, I'm going to say it. Oh, no, that one wanted to come out. So your card is let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So this is the card that's going to kick off our reading today. So it sounds like somebody's been trying to hold on to something. Perhaps you have been having some problems in your relationship. Perhaps someone's walked away, pulled away. This is saying we need to practice that release and let things naturally take their course. So we're going to dive a lot deeper into this. We're going to find out what is going on, what the person on your mind has to say about this, what you are feeling at the moment. We're going to dive deep. Before we do, I'm just going to say my prayer for our spirit guides. I call upon my highest self, my loving spirit guides, and all divine beings of light who walk with me. I invite only those who are here in truth, wisdom, and conditional love. Surround this space with protection, peace, and clarity, and delivering the much needed messages for the collective right now. Thank you to my beautiful guides. So we're going to dive in a lot deeper into this now. Now, the way we're going to do this is we're going to get the overall emotions, and we're going to get 4 clarifiers. Well, we're going to get lots of clarifiers, but let's start with what is the overall situation. What is it that we're talking about here? Spirit guides, help the collective. Let's get some insight into the collective. I'm going to take 2 more cards, actually. I'm just going to do a 3-card spread to kind of get a little bit more clarity as to this situation, what's been going on for the collective. That one wanted to come out. And we just want 1 more card to clarify the situation, what's been going on for the collective. What do we need to know here? What's the current situation? Just give us 1 more card on this current situation. Okay, thank you, guides. Okay, so the 3 cards that have come out to clarify things are the 2 of Pentacles. So this is the energy of someone kind of juggling something, just trying to keep on top of things, but really struggling to choose a thing as well. There's obviously a lot going on, and this person is they are juggling and they are staying in relative control of things, but they're still not fully decided on what to keep and what to put down. And it seems like there's a lot going on for this person. So this card is giving me juggling energy, just kind of like a little bit all over the place, not really knowing what thing to keep, what things to put down. It's just all a bit chaotic. But it's obviously someone that's kind of trying their best with everything as well. The second card I've got is the High Priestess here. Now, the High Priestess, this is, for me, very, very, a lot of inner knowing, a lot of intuition, the guardian of all sort of secrets. And I feel like this is giving me your energy, collective, of the fact that you have a lot of the answers within yourself, and that it may be that at this point in time, you're not really embracing this. I don't know why I'm getting that sensation from it, but basically this is giving me your energy, and it's telling me you need to remember that this is who you are. You need to remember you've got the moon here, which is intuition and sort of secrets and very all-knowing, and the High Empress is really the gatekeeper to everything. There's nothing you don't possess when you've got this card. And it's almost like, for me, a card of knowing your power. And I feel like this is just reminding you that you are safe, that you are guarded, that you do have the answers that you want, that you need within. And if you really sit with yourself, you'll find this inner knowing. And then the last card we've got here to clarify the situation is the Ten of Swords. So as you can see, this is a very dramatic card, but this is accepting the ending of something. So this is kind of giving me overall the situation. So sorry, let me finish with the Ten of Swords. So this is the end of something, but the beginning of something new. Okay, so even though this is always like we look at it and we're like, oh my God, death and dramatic, it's kind of just accepting something is no longer, like, is dead. The way something was is done with. And it's kind of like this is the gateway into something starting anew, when we fully accept that it's done and over with. Without reaching this point, we're not going to be able to move forward. So this is really a good card because it says the time has come to be honest about what's happened, to accept reality, and to accept that this is the point at which there's no return to what was, but it's also the opportunity for a brand new beginning here. So the energy this whole thing is giving me, which ties in nicely with the let go of control issues, it's kind of, it makes me, this is giving me the whole vibe of like something's come to an end. Something was difficult to keep going. For whatever reason, the situation was difficult. It was a challenge to keep things going the way they were. Now, your intuition here possibly said to you, do you know what, this doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel good. And perhaps you walked away. Perhaps you said something about it. Perhaps you pulled this person up on the fact that they were trying to do too much and they weren't really, maybe they weren't, present with you, or maybe they were a little bit chaotic or whatever might be going on. And I feel like you tried to perhaps work with this person, but in the end, you had to accept that it wasn't possible for you to make this person see things differently, or to change someone, or to whatever. And this is where we're coming back to let go of control issues, because this is giving me, you tried to be the wise one. You tried to use your intuition. You tried to communicate. You tried to shed some light on this situation. But I feel like with this card here, you accepted that you couldn't change the situation. You couldn't make someone see something they didn't want to see, or weren't prepared to see, or weren't ready, or at that point in their life when they're ready to see, or maybe prioritize something else. Maybe they were stuck in this energy of just juggling, and you couldn't make them see this thing. Now, this chaotic energy, obviously you came into this, so I feel like you removing yourself from it is going to give this person the space to see what that's giving them. And sometimes we come into people's lives and we see this and we're like, oh my God, your life is chaos or whatever. And we may want to support or like help them see that it's maybe not sustainable or whatever. But then we're coming into a person's already built life, they've been doing this for a while. They've got their own reasons for doing that. And then when we come in and we're like this like brand new person trying to tell someone else how to kind of do their business, it doesn't go well, right? So I feel like, you felt this chaotic energy. You didn't want that. You wanted to help this person like have better balance, whatever it may be. They possibly didn't take that on board, and you just kind of accepted that, this isn't really the sort of energy I want, or, I'm not going to be put on like the bottom of a list of someone, and you just accepted that that was the way it was going to be. Now, I don't feel there's anything bad here. There's no like, there's no conflict. There's no like bad energy, if you know what I mean. It's just someone feeling probably quite overwhelmed, someone coming in and being like, whoa. And then this person not listening, and then you here, the collective, accepted this. Now, I feel like with this card coming in, let go of control issues, I'm not sure if that's aimed at this person or you, collective. I feel like for you, the message is let this person figure out their own things, because if they're meant to be in your life, they will figure it out. But this has to end for them. They have to come to this conclusion. This is not up to you. What you've got to do is allow this person to learn their lessons. And again, this person may have to learn their own lessons about letting go of control. Maybe they're holding on very tightly to certain things and trying very, very hard to make things work that possibly are too much for them. But there's a sense here of releasing control, and I think with this card, you may have already done that. But let's go a little bit deeper. Let me just figure out where to put. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so let's go a little bit deeper into this situation. Let's see, what was the thing getting in the way? Let's look at that. Let's just pick some cards. What was getting in the way? I'm actually going to pick these Psychic Tarot cards. Oh. Okay, what was getting in the way? What was the obstacle? So we see this juggling card here, but let's get a little bit more as to what was the thing this person was juggling. Ooh, I'm going to put these back because it's too many. But I saw this card. You see this card flicked out, but I feel like too many came out. But this is Prosperity Begins. I feel like this is potentially to do with their prosperity, so perhaps their business, and I think that would make a lot of sense. Heartache and loss. Okay, so what was this person juggling? Heartache and loss. Okay, let's just get a card for each. Maybe it will make more sense. I'm not sure. Okay, so this person was balancing heartache and loss. Maybe this person was balancing, sorry, too many there. Maybe this person was balancing trapped emotions. Maybe they were trying to figure out like past connections. Maybe they were trying to balance another person. And maybe you came into their life and they did not know who was the right person to pursue, I guess. Maybe it was not finances. I mean, that is the Two of Pentacles, but that is also the clarification is about, you know, love. I'm going to double check that card because I want to know more. So the High Priestess here, I've got Destiny, card 10, to clarify that one. So, Destiny, I mean, number 10 is the number of completion. I think I may have to check that one. This is testing my skills as a reader here. Okay, and let's get one card to clarify the 10. In fact, I'm going to pull more cards. Let's see. And then I'm going to read the meaning to these ones. And then for the 10 of Swords, I've got new beginnings. And that's really great because that makes a lot of sense here. Once you let go of this, you've got a chance of new beginnings. Because I feel, so here's my energy. As I'm getting clearer into this, I'm feeling, what's on the bottom of this? Firm foundation. Okay, interesting. So with the Two of Pentacles, I'm getting like this juggling energy. Now, this could be this person juggling connections. So they may have been a past person. Maybe they haven't processed some of their past relationships. Maybe they were still sort of tied to someone in the past, and maybe at this point they were trying to figure out their emotions. Maybe they were kind of trying to figure that out, but knowing that they felt something real with you and they couldn't figure out what to do next. Maybe they were a little bit conflicted, not fully worked through their trauma, all sorts of things like that. Maybe they were even connected to a past person. And this is where the conflict was happening. Maybe you didn't understand some of this. Maybe you were like, what is happening? Why is this person acting like, you know, we've got a good thing, they're a bit hot and cold, they're a bit hit and miss, they're kind of all over the place. It could have been that they were trying to figure out some past connections. Now, the High Priestess here, we've got the card of destiny. You felt there was a sense of destiny with this person. Now, when I say a sense of destiny, I don't necessarily mean that this is your forever person, but you knew this connection was somehow fated or like meant to be. You felt there was something different about this connection. I feel like you've had other connections, you've been with other, you know, you've had different relationships, whatever, but there was something really, really different about this person, this connection. I feel like you just knew this was different to anything else you've ever felt. And you had that very deep knowing within yourself. Now, this could be because this person could be someone that's really meant to be in your life, or it could be that this person felt like the right thing that they were meant to find you. They were meant to be in your life. There could be something really special about this person that you recognized. Now, then we've got this 10 of Swords, and then we've got new beginnings. I also feel like tying it in to let go of control issues and allow the situation to unfold naturally. Let's go back to this card, because this card speaks a really beautiful message. And now it's tying in with the 10 of Swords. Okay, so you may have known that this person's really special and there's something meant to be about you too. But you've tried here, you know, with your absolute, like you have tried, like someone that knows that something's meant to be. This energy here is giving me, I was patient, I was the bigger person, I was understanding, I tried to kind of like do everything I could, but something wasn't quite right about it. And this is giving me the energy of like, you know what? It was what it was. I know I gave it my all, but I have to accept that for whatever reason, right now is either not the right time. And again, let this situation unfold naturally. So maybe this wasn't the right time and you were trying to make it be into something that it wasn't meant to be, whether it's at that moment, whether it was, you know, with this person, whatever it may have been. You understood that, you understood the assignment. You have to allow this to unfold naturally. You have to let go of trying to control this whole situation. You recognize, you know, as it is, this isn't it, and you had to let go of this. Therefore, at this point, I don't know if you can see this card, guys. Can you see it on the thing? Yeah, you can see it. Great. New beginnings. This is your opening for new beginnings. And the other card here, which is at the bottom of this deck, which is really nice to see, is really the whole point here. The foundations here with this person, they weren't very stable. This energy, not stable. This energy, not stable. This energy, not stable. So now you've allowed, I feel with this reading, you've just been like, right, okay, I'm removing myself because I don't know what else to do. I don't want to force someone. I don't want to, you know, you don't want to be with someone that you have to make be with you. And you've removed yourself from this situation. You've just accepted this isn't it right now. Whatever, you know, whatever's meant is meant. And I like you've got this destiny card, because I do feel like you really felt this person was meant to be with you. Like there was something really special about this connection. But you also had the discernment here to say, right, okay, I care about you, but this isn't going to work for me. And then you've opened yourself to a new beginning. And you want a new beginning, whether it's with this person or with someone new, where there's going to be a firm foundation. So this bottom card here is what you are ready for now. And if this is the connection you meant to be with, that's great, but you want it to start over from a better place. If not, it will be someone new, because you're not someone that's going to stick around for this confusing energy. And I really like this in this reading, because I feel like you've done the right thing. Like nobody wants to feel this way. You know, you want to feel sure, you want to feel like fully embraced by the person you're with. You don't want to feel like there's this hesitation and they're hot and cold and anything like that. Okay, so let's go a little bit deeper. Now let's look at your energy. Okay, I love this deck. Look how pretty this is. Look at these cards. Oh, they're so beautiful. Okay, so let's look at your energy at the moment. What's the collective's energy? Can you tell us more about whoa, too many. Tell us more about the collective's energy. Can we get more on the collective's energy, please? Too many. Please give me 3 cards for the collective's energy. Let's find out what the collective's feeling. What's the collective's energy right now? Give me 2 more cards. What's the collective's energy? That one flicked out. Ooh. 1 more card for the collective's energy. Okay, that one definitely wanted to be here. Okay. Oh, there's 2 here. Okay, we've got, oh no, there's 3. Right, too many. They always trick me like that. 1 more card for the collective's energy, please. Just 1 more card for the collective's energy. I love these cards, but they do stick, so I always get like a handful of cards whenever I just want one. Again, same again. Okay, just 1 more card. 1 more card for the collective. Beautiful. Okay, so we have... See, they always do this to me. Right, I'm going to take them all because it is what it is, right? Now, we've got the 6 of Swords here. So this is all your energy. 6 of Swords in reverse. This is moving away to calmer shores. Now, this is in reverse. So normally this card is just about kind of moving to a calmer place, to a place of clarity, calm, just kind of making peace with things. But yours is in reverse, and I feel like you're struggling to let go of this. Now, this is the card we had initially. So again, this is your energy is blocked. You're struggling to let go and kind of be fully done with this. Even though you understand you had to just like cut it off. You're still struggling to move forward peacefully. So at the moment, you're kind of stuck in this energy of like, I don't really know what went wrong. I'm struggling to let go of this whole thing. I want to find out what they're doing. How do I fix it? What do I do? What did I do? Etc. I feel like this is the kind of energy you're just struggling to move forward in a peaceful way, if you like. You've also got the Devil here. The Devil energy, the Devil is about not letting go of like toxic things, really. And it may be that this is your toxic thing. You want to control things, okay? And this is the thing that when we really want something, right? We may struggle to let go of the thing because we want it so bad that we almost can't let it flow naturally. So I feel like your Devil here is your struggle of just letting things unfold. So right now you're in this energy. You can't just like say to yourself, right, okay, this is done. It is what it is. You're still trying to figure out how to hold on. Like, what did I do? How could I have done it different? And this is this little devil in you that's like, don't let go, try and control it, try and like figure it out. This is just, a lot of the time, this is, things like, I know this gets talked about so much, but it's often like attachment issues. If like, we don't want to let go of something, sometimes we feel like it says something about us maybe, or like we blame ourselves. And this is something that often we need to heal within ourselves because, sometimes people just are going through their own things. Sometimes people aren't ready. Sometimes people are they are too busy to really sort their own stuff out. And we come into their lives and they're like all over the place and we feel it's about us, right? Whereas it's not always about us. As much as I You know, as much as we'd love to be the superstars in everyone's story in everyone's life, we're not. We're only the superstar in our lives, really. So I feel like the devil here is this little devil on your shoulder that's kind of not letting you move on, and just accept that it's not your fault, essentially. Now, I've also got the Knight of Swords here, and this is kind of giving me, tying into this, your energy is still trying to like somehow save it. Somehow, you might even be thinking about, what if I just send one message and explain things one more time? What if I just reach out to them? What if they're going through all of this? And what if I didn't show them enough care? And what if it's my fault? What if I did this, I did that? Let me share something with you here, because this is really important, and I feel like this is meant to be that I'm saying this to someone. This, you trying to save others, is gonna stop them from saving themselves. This is, you know, when you're a caring person, I mean, I consider myself an empath. An empath is not necessarily a great thing sometimes, because you feel responsible for everybody and you try and save them. You try and repair things one more time. You'll swoop in there to try and rescue the situation, because you can just see how beautiful this whole thing could be. You can see how someone's struggling and you want to give them like the answer so they don't have to struggle so much. But we have to remember that everyone's got their own life to live, right? So imagine if when you were a baby and you were trying to learn how to walk, imagine if your parents, every time you learn how to walk and you fell down, they stopped you from getting up and trying again, because they didn't want you to keep bumping your bum on the ground. So every time we try and rescue another person, we rob them of the opportunity of sorting their own issues out, of being the hero in their own story. Okay, we rob them of that opportunity. So if someone's, you know, chaotic in their life and we go in there, we're like, let me fix all your problems, they never learn the skill of making, you know, healing the stuff, working through their things, finding their priorities, feeling like they've won that battle of their own, over their own life. And it's never a good thing trying to save someone. That's something that's taken me such a long time to understand. But eventually, when I started to even thinking logically, like in my own life, for example, I needed to overcome things by myself. You could have told me a million times that maybe I'm making a mistake, or I shouldn't do that thing, or I shouldn't save that person, or I shouldn't go out my way for this. I couldn't understand it, okay? I wasn't ready to hear it. I hadn't done my inner work. It just felt like natural to me. Like I would have told you, well, you're very selfish that you wouldn't do that for someone else. Like, I didn't get it, okay? I didn't get how important it is to let people figure it out for themselves. And every time we try and rescue someone, you know, we're not talking about a child here either. We're talking about grown ass man, okay, or woman. Sorry, depends, or whatever. It doesn't have to be a specific gender, but it's like a grown person. Okay, we have to learn how to do this by ourselves. It's part of like maturing. It's part of like getting our act together. And also, if you go rescuing someone, and if you're always the one that bridges that gap, that's the rest of your life, because this person's never understanding why it's important that they also do that for you. So unless you're quite happy to spend the rest of your life being the one that carries this, being the one that always pulls things together and always carries the entire relationship on your back, essentially, this is never a good idea. So you may have this sense of like, maybe if I just do one more thing, maybe I'll just reach out one more time, maybe I just try and, you know, talk them into this, like make them realize what the mistake they made and whatever else. If that's what you're feeling, and again, here's what the card that came in first: allow it to unfold naturally. Let go of control. Let it unfold. That's the only way you're going to end up having this. And that is so key for a healthy long-term dynamic with a person that's going to be a good partner to you as well. The savior complex leaves us burnt out, exhausted. It's not good for business, okay? So Knight of Swords, I feel like you're in that energy still at the moment. And then we've got this Two of Swords. Again, there's this sense of like not fully accepting. You kind of like, You're not looking reality in the eye. And the reality of the situation is that this person needs to sort their ish out. You did everything you could. You were really, really, your intuition about this is spot on, okay? Don't question yourself. You know this person wasn't giving you the things you deserved. You know this person wasn't fully in it. And you know this. You really do. I know you care. I know you wanted this to work out. I know you felt there was something really, really special. But this person had their own kind of monsters in their closet. And it's not down to you to face them for that person. It's not down to you to do that. Sooner or later, they're going to come back out, okay? Let them figure it out. Just trust that this here is taking you to new beginning. So whatever comes your way now is going to be the right thing, where there's this person having realized they made a mistake, having worked through their rubbish, sorry, I don't mean to say rubbish, I just mean through their issues. And then you've got a chance of something proper, something real, firm foundations, okay? But it's telling me that right now, the best thing you can do to give this whole thing a real shot is to let go, accept that that was never going to work and you deserve better. And that's what's going to lead you to this. And this is your guidance. Let go, let it unfold. Don't pressure, okay? So that's your energy. Now let's look into their energy now. Let's find out a little bit more about what they're up to, where they are. Okay, tell me about the collective's person's energy. Tell me about their energy. That one popped out. Okay, tell me about their energy. They're still doing it. Okay, tell me more about their energy. Give me one or two more cards about the collective's person's energy. What's their energy? What's their energy? Let's get one more. I feel like because I did 4 for you, I'm going to do 4 for them as well. One more card about their energy. Okay. Ooh. Interesting. Let's do this. So their energy is Temperance, the High Priestess, 2 of Pentacles, and King of Pentacles. You know what this is giving me? This person also knew they weren't in the right place for this. I feel like they knew it inside and they tried to give it their best shot here. I feel like they also, this ties into this destiny, and you know, you've got this card and you've got the destiny card, and I feel like they felt the same way. I feel like your energy is very mirrored here. They also knew there was something really, really special about this. But the fact that this card came in again is again mirroring your energy. This was your kind of, this is your reading, okay? But the energy that I pulled for you is also very much the energy I get from them. So I think this person knew there was something really, really special about you, and I feel like they really tried. But I feel like whatever that was going on within them, whatever ghosts they were fighting, whatever things were in their closet, shall I say, were really playing on their mind. And I almost get the feeling that this person just felt like they couldn't sustain it. I feel like they knew there was something they really, really wanted. And with this Temperance card, I get that they really tried. But the things they were juggling got on top of them. And because I'm now getting this King of Pentacles, I feel like it could be just to clarify a little bit further, it could be a mix of like business and, I don't know, financial responsibilities, material things in the material world. Like maybe their business was all, maybe they were stressed out about their business. Maybe they were stressed out about their emotions. Maybe they hadn't healed from some stuff. And I feel like it was an accumulation of things that they hadn't worked through and they hadn't sorted before you came. I feel like this is also what happens is we meet people when we don't expect to meet them, right? And I feel like the energy I'm getting here is that this person felt like they weren't ready for this. Like they knew all of these things. They felt it with you. They knew that you were this incredible person. The connection was amazing. It was, like a destiny thing, and they felt it. But I get the sense here that it was the wrong time. I mean, you can never guarantee that someone's going to come back around, that they're going to work through their things. That's where their choice and their decisions are their decisions. And some people want to come back better, and they want to do the work and they want to figure all that out and then come back. Some people are just stuck there, okay? And they don't ever have the self-awareness. They don't ever take the time. They just live an overwhelmed life and they just continue the same patterns. But I do feel here, if nothing else, this person felt the same way as you did. It's just, I feel like they got very overwhelmed and they struggled to keep on top of things and to keep things together. And I feel like potentially you came into this person's life where you maybe had your stuff together a lot more. Or maybe you'd already like done the inner work. Whereas this person, I feel they hadn't. Their life was a little bit all over the place. Now, the King of Pentacles does point me to business. But because the King of Pentacles here is like the King of Pentacles, he's kind of got a grip on that. So I wouldn't say that it was necessarily business, because if I was getting here like the Five of Pentacles or something, I'd be like, okay, they're struggling with their business, with their finances. I actually feel like they have a busy life. They had a lot of responsibilities, because a king does. But I do feel because they're the king here, they've got that under control. So honestly, I feel like this relationship, from the energy I'm getting here, failed because they hadn't worked through some stuff in the past, like whether it's past relationships, whether it's some like heartbreak, some person they were still holding on to. There was some stuff more of of emotional nature, if that makes sense. Because the king here is not giving me, oh my God, like I'm worn out or anything. Okay. So that's the over energy for you individually. Now let's look at what are they currently thinking. Now I'm going to pull a different deck for this, because I want to get a little bit deeper. Let's get some actual messages from your person. Let me just get another deck. Okay. Let's get some actual messages from your person, and let's see what they might be thinking. Okay. Okay, what are they thinking? I want 3 cards on what the collective's person is thinking right now. What are they thinking? Give me 3 messages from the collective's person. What is the collective's person thinking and feeling right now? Give me 3 cards. Give me 3 cards on what the collective's person is thinking or feeling. Okay, we've got our 3 cards. It's not often the cards just give me what I asked for. That's a good one. Okay, so we've got, I miss you more and more every day. I want to make you mine. And everything reminds me of you. So I think this wasn't an easy thing and also I'm getting the energy that you walked away because you felt this wasn't balanced energy. And I feel like they were probably trying their best to kind of give you what they could within their capacity. But I do feel they had some stuff to heal and to work through. Now, I feel like you've pulled your energy away, and I feel like that often gives people a chance to get clear in what they feel. And I definitely feel like your absence is being missed here. I feel like this is definitely, it's not like, well, see you later. There's definitely the energy of someone wanting to maybe make amends, maybe come back. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit of guidance on the outcome and see what, let me just make some space. Let's see what the cards, what the advice is from the cards. And give you a little bit of an answer to what's going on here. So we're going to get some cards on the outcome and guidance. Okay, let's do these. Okay, let's get some guidance for the collective first and foremost. Okay, I've got the Wheel of Fortune here. Now, the Wheel of Fortune, it can go in any direction, okay? But the Wheel of Fortune here is giving me the energy of anything could happen. It's kind of like suspense energy for me every time I see this. There is a chance this person is going to come your way, okay? But, you know, the wheel is turning. You can have happiness. You can, you know, it can take in all sorts of directions. Life's got a funny way of making moves that you often can't see. There's reasons for things, and we have no way of really predicting how that wheel's going to go. However, having said that, I did have the Ten of Cups kind of sideways like this. This energy is still blocked. And in fact, what I didn't do is go back to this. Because when we talked about his energy or her energy, or like your person's energy, I still got this Two of Pentacles. So they're still in this energy, okay? They haven't overcome this now. Because this is like what's going on right now. And they're still in this juggling energy. But I do feel their intuition's coming through. And I feel like their business is okay. Okay, so this is giving them space and time to think. Now the wheel is saying to me, this could go either way. Okay, we know that they're experiencing some sort of feelings towards you, some sort of like regret. They're missing you. They think of you, and they do want to be with you. So that's a really, really good sign, but they're still in blocked energy. And also what I'm getting, and these cards are the right way up, what I'm also getting, so I've got these 10 of Cups sideways. So again, 10 of Cups are like ultimate fulfillment, you know, everything you want, everything you could possibly want. The card of love, the energy of relationships. So it's the ultimate celebration essentially, and like success in love. Now I've also got the Three of Cups, which is the card of celebration and partnership, and that's in reverse. And I've also got Strength in reverse. So what I feel is happening right now, there is possibility. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune is saying there is every chance here that this could work out. And then I've got the Three of Cups in reverse. So again, blocked energy of coming together. And then I've got Strength reversed. And it's like at this moment in time, this person hasn't got their full strength. There's like a blockage. They don't feel like they can come back to you with full conviction. There's something at the moment they're trying to overcome, okay? So this gives me the energy of someone that's still got some stuff to work through. Okay, so we don't really know. Now, the bottom of the card here, however, the Ten of Cups is out. Okay, so this is not that it's not going to happen, is that the energy, that what it takes for this to happen is blocked at the moment. And I feel like this person, they just need to work through some stuff, okay? Because I feel like they definitely felt a connection with you. They definitely felt like they had this really, really special bond with you. Like, this is a really big card here. This is like major arcana, one of the most beautiful cards. And then we have the Destiny card. Again, that's a really big one. So I don't feel this was nothing. Okay, these are some really, really big cards that came out. I feel like for you, if you're right now in separation from this person, I feel like remember how this reading started. Because I know we can get lost in all of this, but I think the most important thing that came out for you is let go of control issues and allow things to unfold naturally. This is the whole story, right? But this and your energy here is really, really important, because the only thing we've got control over in our lives is ourselves, okay? So for you, the best thing you can do in this journey is just learn to let go, okay? Because if something's meant for you, and I do get a really good feeling from this read, I just feel like sometimes, sometimes this happens, like people come together, it's a beautiful thing, but then it happens so suddenly, it happens so like quickly that it's like it came at a time where things weren't prepped for it. And I feel like that's possibly what this person experienced. Like they were trying to make it work. There was things they needed to get done before you even arrived into their life, because it was too much. Like they still had things to finish. They had things to untangle. They had things to let go of. They just had to heal from some stuff. And I feel like that's what's happening. And this is blocked right now because of that. And I don't know, because this card, the Seven of Swords, is at the bottom here. This card is also giving me the energy of someone still needing to walk away from some stuff, having to make peace with some things they've done. Potentially, maybe they've done some bad things. Maybe they've hurt some people. Maybe they're just working through some stuff, like having to walk away from some things still. And until they've done that, they've still got, all this stuff going on within them. So I'm just going to get one little bit of guidance for you. And I'm actually going to do that with, hold on. I'm going to pull some beautiful cards for you, because I always like to leave it on a light note. And I love these little heart-shaped cards. So let's see. What is the guidance for you? Let's get a couple of cards of guidance for the collective. What do you have to tell the guidance? What's your guidance? Okay. So we have... Oh. Wait. Where's the message? Okay. Okay, romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. And then laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. Remember, love is the greatest healer. What is this trying to say to me? Okay, well, maybe there's someone new coming in. Or maybe this is that person finally realizing you're the one. Now, the other card, it's just... So let me show you these, because I just put them away. Okay, so you've got Cupid's arrow strikes. And then you got laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. And remember, love is the greatest healer. So two things I feel are coming here. Maybe someone else is coming in to take your mind off of this. Have some fun. Okay? Don't make it into something deep. Or this person's coming back. They're realizing that they really want this with you. And your job, if you've done your homework, is to learn to have some fun. Learn to not make it all so serious. Learn to know that you will survive. And I think this is a really nice thing as well about this reading. Is like, you've walked away from this person now, right? Yeah, it's not easy. It's not nice. You're kind of fighting with it in your head. But look, life goes on, okay? These people come and go. And I know this person meant a lot. I know there was something really, really special. Trust me, I know how difficult it is when you feel all of these things. But remember, life is to be enjoyed. And I think these cards here and that card there is just saying to you, just relax, okay? Loosen up. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the good things you've got in your life. This could also be enjoy time with your friends. Enjoy time with people and just have some fun. Be playful. And love will come. Like the more you embrace this fun energy, there's so many things we can love in our lives. There's people, there's friends, there's family. You can have some fun. And then that energy, like when you're in this play for energy, Cupid's arrow will strike. I'm going to do one more card for you, and we're going to close off on this one. And I'm going to do a card from Work Your Light Oracle deck. This is such a beautiful deck. So one more message for our collective, just one guiding message for our collective. What can you tell our collective? Ooh. That was too many anyway. One more card. Just give us one more card for the collective. Do you know what? Too many. I'm really enjoying this reading because I know it's these relationships, they can really be like such big lessons for us. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to take both of these too. Both of these. I have no idea how you say this. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. And you've also got dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Again, these cards are really giving me the same message for you. It's just trust. Okay, trust that the universe has got your back. That's literally what I'm getting from this. You will get this happy ever after. If you embrace the playful side to you, let yourself go a little bit. Let yourself relax. Try and take your mind off the whole thing. Shift your energy. And that is so freaking attractive. You're already doing it, okay? Because you've from the reading I'm getting, you did make the decision this was not going well and this was not your energy that you wanted. You already know that this is not what you deserve, okay? You wanted someone to show up. You wanted them to make you feel special. You wanted them to be all in. And I feel like you already made that decision. So you're good. You're already on your way. But now it's just learning to release the whole thing. Find your happy epicenter again. And love will find you again. You will either meet this person again or the right love will come find you. I'm just going to see what the other card meant because I'm not sure what that means. So what was it? Pleiades. I have no idea how to say this. Don't laugh at me. Okay. Bear with me a moment. I always say this, but this book doesn't have like numbers. So I have to literally look through every page to find the cards that I need. And it always takes me ages. Sorry, guys. Come on now, come on now. Hold on, I'm nearly there. Nearly there. It's just so annoying. I'm going to have to put numbers on these because this takes forever every time I do a reading. Come on. It's got to be here. Wait, we got it. Okay, so I'm reading this one. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. The Pleiadians are a group of star beings dedicated to raising the vibration of the planet and sharing new consciousness through creations and technology. They have been incarnating on Earth since near the beginning of humanity. You are a soul who has a double mission: to grow at soul level and to raise the vibration of the planet. If you have been called to write, speak, or channel, this is your sign to keep doing it. Your work is divinely guided. Of all the souls played, I cannot say it, are the chattiest, and so perhaps you have already started channeling some of this work into the third dimension. Thank you for doing your part in the great plan. Your presence and unique light is needed. Hold the card on your heart and say, I call upon Pleiadian consciousness for the highest realms and highest good of humanity to work through me. Let me be a channel for only the purest light of the essence of source. Let me channel in a way that also serves me. So here you are, O light being. You're someone that's making a difference in this world. So this may have resonated with some of you. If it didn't resonate with everybody, that's okay. And I'm actually going to do Dance with Life. I'm just going to quickly look that up because I feel like we know, but just so I can secure that. Life is always moving. If you resist this ever-changing flow, your energy will become stagnant and you will fall out of flow with the universe. The universe has a mysterious, intelligent force and natural rhythmic beat which governs all of life. One of the best ways to shift your energy, frequency, and vibration is to put on some music and dance along with it. Oh my God, I do this all the time. When we dance unrestrained, our spirit takes over, and with each new bop, sway, and kick, we are rocked back into harmony with the rest of life. Get unstuck by doing something that shifts your vibration. Put on some music, dance unrestrained, and fall into the frequency of life. In doing so, your body will begin to learn how to be moved by your intuition, which is connected with this systemic beat. If dancing isn't your thing, then simply do something that you would not usually do to shift the energy. You cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it, and you cannot attract a different experience without changing your energy first. This is exactly the energy we've got here. It's time to shift things up and to find a way to dance along with the beat of life. Do something to change your energy. Music and dance are always my favorite things. Working out. I don't know if anybody watching here enjoys weights or walks in nature, whatever. Music is a big one for me. So dance with life. Let go of control issues. And you will find that firm foundation. You will have your new beginnings. And this is it. I love this reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some clarity. If it did, please don't forget, like, subscribe, share, and comment. And I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Bye for now.